I had a good friend. I had my friends in AMP, my group in AMP, and I had a good friend named Phantom, and his people really loved him on his YouTube and stuff like that. And I seen it, and I was like, damn, like he got like a real base. You feel me?
Yes.
And like, it was cool. And I was making some money. I was making a good amount of money on YouTube, but then I started in 2021 was when I started streaming, and I had bought a PC, and it was up from there.
You mentioned AMP, Any Means Possible. That's the group that kind of discovered like your videos, and you kind of joined that. So is this a group? And so I'm help me, because I'm not really familiar with the gaming space and how this thing works. So AMP, they discover you. Did you reach out to them, or they reach out to you?
Nah. So it originally started with I'm from the Bronx, and another member named Phantom.
Yeah.
He's also from the Bronx too. And I'm assuming that he had just seen my stuff. So that after we ended up, me and had a great time, and after we long story fast forward a little bit, we had like a good connection, and he was just like he always had a vision of like, yeah, bro, like I feel like you definitely got like he seen I was like very hungry,
right?
And this is before I started streaming, and he's like, you see I'm very hungry. He said, look, come to Atlanta, I got these people I want you to meet and just see how it is. Now I already knew AMP before I met them, because they was already,
you were familiar with them.
Yeah, I was already familiar with them, but they already had their own thing going on. Like Agent Duke Davis, they started off on 2K, and they already built like 1 million+ subscribers off that, just off 2K playing the video game. Then Chris, he was a great editor. Like Chris Next Door, he was the editor. He wasn't even a member yet, but he was the editor of the channel. And if it wasn't for him, like, a lot of those videos and AMP would not be what it is. He was like behind the keyboard and stuff. Then Phantom, he was he's from the Bronx, but he was doing 2K at first, but then he was like nah, I'm gonna stop doing this. I want to do IRL stuff. So he was vlogging, and his vlogs was lit.
Right.
So like he already had a good.
He had a good fan base. He had a good following.
They all came together. It was just 4 of them at first. It was Duke, Phantom, Agent, Chris. Then when I went to go link, he got Chris out there and me. So then after I went, so we driving in the car, and we driving in Atlanta.
So you drove from New York to Atlanta?
No, I flew. So it was my first time flying in a minute too.
Okay.
So like I'm hyped as hell. When you get on the plane, you hype. You like, damn, I got a great outfit on. I'm just ready to go. So I'm over here in the plane.
Okay.
Me and Phantom in it, and then after we land, and then we get the car, we get the rental at the time. We get the car. So when we got in the car, we driving. I'm in Atlanta for the first time. I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like, airport big as hell. Then we got to like Agent's neighborhood.
Right.
And then I'm in his neighborhood. I always say this, because I'll never forget it. I'm in the neighborhood. I'm looking out the window, and these houses, big houses. Now look, I ain't never really see big houses
in the
before.
Bronx. You looking at
I'm looking at
bricks,
you feel me? Yeah. So I'm over here like looking out the window. I'm like, yo, these houses are huge. Like I'm talking about like some good quality homes. And we pull up in front of this house. It's a nice house. And then Phantom's moving as if like he don't care. Like he done did this so many times. So I'm like, damn, how you like so like chill? The whole time I'm like getting ready. And I already know these people because of their videos. Like I already watched their 2K videos and stuff. So you pull up to the house. He pull in the driveway. We go to the steps. He knock on the door. Agent opens the door. And he's like, he just woke up. And I'm looking and I'm like, nah. And I seen his YouTube plaques, and I never seen a YouTube plaque before. And I'm looking at these YouTube, I'm like, yo, these is crazy. And then, long story short, they took me to a shoot. Phantom took me to a shoot. He just said, I was quiet at first. They was filming. I was very quiet at first. And then Phantom pulled me aside. He was like, bro, why you so quiet? I was a little nervous. He was like, be yourself.
Right.
And I just started being myself. They played this basketball game, and I was the hype. I was the energy. Then they did another video. Everybody had lost, and nobody, and the person with the punishment had to jump into a local mall outside water fountain. And nobody wanted to do it. Like, nobody wanted to do it at all. Even the people that lost, they didn't want to do it. And I was like, y'all don't want to jump into a water fountain? Like, I'll do it. Like, I was the one willing to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So, like, I jumped in there, and they was like, nah, he's good. After that, we wind down. It was like 3 a.m., and we having good conversations about, like, life and stuff. And then he was like, and then after Agent came up to me, he was like, yo, how you feel about AMP? And at the time, I'm like, I went to Phantom, I was like, damn, I don't want to mess up y'all chemistry. Like, it's so good. Like, y'all have great chemistry on camera when y'all together. So I don't want to get added to it, and I don't want to mess nothing up. And they were like, nah. They took the chance on me because Duke didn't even like me when he first met me. Like, it's just imagine a random person being vouched by Phantom, somebody else from the group, and I'm being vouched, but like, you don't know this person, like, you're not sure. So they took the chance on me, and like, we became a group, and that's how I'm forever thankful for all of them. Like, those like family, they're like family to me. 100%.
Do you think you could have become what you've become? Now, obviously, you're extremely talented. You do what you do. But what were some of the benefits that you think of joining the group?
Oh man, it was good. It was because we had bought a house together. Well, not bought one. We was renting a house together.
Okay.
The first thing, and that's big. I never had my own room.
Okay.
I never had my own space.
Right.
My mom is not here. Like I'm on my own. Like we in this lit house together, like a good house.
Right.
And we just all here grinding. And that was massive for me because I was able to have my own creative space. I had my own space to grow up and mature a little bit. Also, they had a huge platform. I had my own like little community,
right?
But they had a huge platform, and they put me on the stage, and I just displayed my talent, and that's huge. You feel what I'm saying? Because their support base was very solid. So I'd be so thankful for it because like I know I feel like I would be where I'm at today, but it would have just took a little longer.
Yeah.
You feel
this
me?
sped up the process.
Yeah, it just sped up the process. Yeah, for sure.
Do you believe this was the best decision of your career?
100%. 100%. Like, I've learned so much from them. I've grown to like actually have brothers. I could close my eyes and I could literally close my eyes and like trust them with anything. I go to them. I talk about them about life. They talk to me about life, and I love them so much. Like without them, it's like. I start to like if we're away from each other for too long, it's like I can feel that we away from too long.
Right.
Like those really my brothers for sure.
Did they help you understand the business model of social media? Because there's a lot. People just think, okay, I've just got a camera, I got a microphone, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. But there's a lot more to it than that. Because you're trying to monetize.
Whenever I need advice, I go to agent. Like agent has good financial advice. But for the most part, I have to learn a lot by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel comfortable being it by yourself, huh?
Yeah.
So do you have to sign a contract or the verbal agreement, or you sign a contract that you with them? I mean, how does?
Nah, it was literally like. It was just like there's no like we're not. It was no contract. It's just like literally us talking about how everything's supposed to go, and we literally agreed on it. Like, I'm more was in it for like just like the experience and stuff. But like everything was very like we don't even look at like a lot of that stuff. A lot of it was built off like just strictly friendship. It was no contract. It was nothing sketchy, and that's why I really loved it because it was like it was just perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, how was it like? Because like you said, you grew up with your family. You're very close to your family. It was your mom and your siblings. Now there's no mom and there are no siblings. These are total strangers. You have your own space.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm thinking there's probably a lot of going out to eat, a lot of people ordering food in because ain't really nobody cooking.
Yeah, nobody cooking. We couldn't afford. We couldn't get. We didn't have no chef at the time. We was ordering on, so we was DoorDash and Uber Eats kings. But yeah, that's how it was. Like literally, like. But we would. I'm waking up and everybody waking up. Like we all. But it's like 6 people with the same mindset. So we all understand what's going on. Like, hey, what video you uploaded today? Oh, I bet. What video you working on today? Oh, I bet. And we have our own group channel, so we're all planning out videos. Now we're together.
Right.
Instead of having to do online meetings, we're together and we're able to plan out these videos. So that's what made it even better.
Do you guys prank each other now?
Oh, we still do it. It's crazy. We the whole fireworks in the house thing.
Yeah.
We were the first people to just light fireworks in the house. It's everywhere for July. We blow up the house even crazier and crazier. Duke used to prank me. He had like fake pair of sneakers and burned them, make me think they were real. We prank each other all the time, like literally.
You do realize probably you're not gonna get that deposit back, right?
For what?
That mansion that y'all done messed them people. Y'all done messed them people's house up. You talking about for what?
No, yeah, the first house we was wilding because we was renting that.
Yeah, that deposit y'all put down, y'all didn't get that money back.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah. A lot we risked a lot, but it was worth it though. Like the supporters was entertained. Like
Right.
it was fire. Like we woke up, we would go to sleep so like hype, and then wake up like on our tippy toes. Like it was fun. It's so fun, and it still is.
Did people find out where you guys lived and you had unwanted guests? People show up?
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Like even our first house, yes. It wasn't as bad as today, but now it's like, it's crazy. We got top tier security though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Your neighbors. Do your neighbors, when you moved in, did your neighbors knew who you were?
Currently?
Yeah.
Or my first house?
Your first, either one.
Okay, so first one, they didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
They had, I remember I had bought my car. I bought my first car, an AMG GT 53. And everybody had these nice, like everybody cars was pretty nice at the time.
Right.
And it's just rolling in. First of all, we in a white neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's just like 6 black kids in this big ass house. Cars coming in, they loud as shit. Speaking in the backyard, loud as shit. We filming these videos, it's just so loud. We actually had a note one time, I will never forget it. This note came on our door, and it said, I forgot what it said, but it was along the lines of like, they said that we know there's drugs and like cocaine coming inside of here, and like they know that like we got to be selling drugs or something.
Right.
So they had called the cops. They wrote a note to the cops, and the note brought it to us. And the cops brought it to us, and then they read it. It was online. It was, oh yeah, they got drugs, fancy cars. It's got to be something skeptical going on there. And I'm like, oh my God. There was one time there was kids so angry. I gave them a gift basket, and they were upset about it. It's like, it's all recorded, and they were upset about it. And they said, I was like, I'll be broke in 5 years and stuff like that.
Right.
And it was crazy. Wow. Yeah.
So what about your
neighbors? Hated us.
What about now?
We don't got no neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, we don't got, the way our thing is set up, I think we have the best view in Georgia, like literally the best view. We can see Atlanta, we can see the whole sky view. But we don't got any neighbors, so we could do crazy stuff.
I read that, I don't know if this is true, that you guys got evicted in New York. Was it yeah.
We did get evicted in like 3 days.
How?
Okay, so here's my theory.
Okay, give me the theory.
So the guy was selling that
he was gonna sell
spot.
It. Yes.
We was able to tell him that we'll rent it, and like we got to where we was able to move in. I think he knew who we were. He had us do a whole rollout, like show the crib, let us stream there, and then like 5 days in, he said, "Now y'all gotta go," and we didn't even do nothing. Like this time, we literally knew the precautions to make, the limit to go. We did not even do nothing. And I feel like as soon as like we displayed it and stuff like that, gave him a nice tour, like people got interested in it. I don't know if it sold, but like he got us out of there ASAP. Then we had to switch. That was the worst experience as a group. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of like a streaming, like at the time, streaming there we couldn't. Like that's my home base, so it's like I done had mad crazy shit. I had a riot there and all that other stuff. People knew exactly where we was, and it was getting crazy, like for real.
Where do you like living better, New York or Georgia? Living
Georgia for sure. But like in terms of like city life and like family and stuff, New York 100%. 100%. Like literally, I like Atlanta. It has great property. You can get into like you can find a lot of good houses. You can actually drive your cars out here.
Yeah.
You can live a low key, you can be very low key out here.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before 2 something.